Greetings everybody, a little project update here on my 1970 Honda ATC90, or I guess Honda US90, more accurately called. I've been doing some body work this weekend. I just got the tank sprayed a few moments ago, so let's touch it. Now this tank started out life off of a 1974. I got it off eBay. It was a little bit rusted out, but it wasn't terrible. It held gas and all that jazz, so I ended up soaking it in Evaporust for a couple weeks and got the interior all cleaned out, and I just put a Pour 15 tank liner in there. I don't know if you can see. What else on this guy? You might notice this little dingus right here. A little I'm reading, I think the really early US90s had a little recess here for a sticker. So what I did, I took a torch, heated up the metal red hot. I had a piece of metal I cut out, and I smacked it in there to put that little dingus in there, and did some body work and made it ready for the sticker. And also the badges on the early ones are the little chrome guys that screw on. So I ended up taking some M4 or 4mm high nuts and brassed those guys in there to hold the badges. Yeah, turned out pretty darn nice. Can't wait to make stickers for it. What do we got over here? A couple weeks ago, I finished up my rear fender. Here's some pictures of what this thing looked like before. I got it off eBay for dirt cheap, but it was missing like this entire rear quarter. A big chunk was missing up there, so I fiberglassed the whole thing in. I'm gonna have a really cool video series coming up in the near future on how to properly restore fiberglass like this. Well, maybe not properly, but as good as I know how to do it. This fender, I had a video earlier. This thing was actually missing the front half. It was crunched in. Somebody took a Sawzall and chopped off that whole front. So I ended up building this whole front end out of metal, just using some sheet metal, torch, hammers, concrete, and vice grips, and then a little body work, and it turned out pretty darn slick. Couldn't be happier. The forks, these were off of an 81. And I ended up actually chopping off the headlight mounting ears to use on my blue three-wheeler conversion bike. So I had a set of forks that didn't have any headlight mounting tabs like the early ones. So I ended up doing a little body work on that and got it all done. And the good thing about this is I painted this really late at night when it was dark. And there's not one run in the whole fender. There's 7. The handlebars are off of a 78. Pretty darn nice shape. And this little fold down thingy here, so you can turn your handlebars sideways like you can on the Trail 90s. So I guess, I don't know, so you can turn your handlebars sideways so you can put your three-wheeler in the back of the station wagon. I don't know what they were thinking. Got the head tube painted on the frame this weekend. Gotta do a little bit of touch up right there. My masking line wasn't the greatest, and it peeled away and right there, but that's no biggie. I can fix that in a hurry. Got this nifty little air pump on there. Got a couple little fish eyes. There must have been some grease in the air when I was painting this guy. Not a biggie, I'll take care of that somewhere down the road. This guy. The foot pegs, I nickel plated these guys. They were super, super rusty. I got them just for a few bucks on eBay. So I ended up sanding grinding and sanding all the pits out. Got new rubber on there, got that guy all painted. I still need to get some nice new wing nuts and hardware to replace the rusty stuff here, but this is going to be a nice set of forks, or foot pegs, I'm sorry. Let's move on to the tires. 2 of the 3 are really usable. They're in decent shape, a little dusty now, but like I was saying in an earlier video, we're going to foam fill these tires using the same type of foam that agricultural tire places use to foam fill tractor tires. We're going to do the same thing on this. Now, it's not going to be something that's going to be ridden. It's basically just going to be used to keep the sucker off the ground. Only problem is this tire is in dire need of attention. It's got the split down the side, and it's just in tremendously rough shape. This inner rim is all warped and bent out of shape. I'm not sure if I want to try to fix that guy, or try to fix it, or just bite the bullet and buy something off eBay, another tire, hopefully with the same amount of tread wear as that guy. I'm not sure. We'll find out. So these little splined hub things that bolt onto the wheels and then they slide on the axle. These splines are different on the early bikes compared to the later ones. So my thoughts were, I took a set of hubs off of a later three-wheeler and chopped everything down here and kind of made my own little hubs with the newer splines. I'm gonna bolt these to the balloon tires. So my thought processes were this way. For show, I can leave these guys on, but then I can really easily pop these out and pop a newer set of tires off of a later 70s or later 70s or early 80s three-wheeler if I want to ride it around. Should be pretty cool. What else we have in the bag here? Come on. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Freshly rebuilt 90. This was out of my white conversion bike, the 1978 that I first built. This thing was really tired and really smoky, so I ended up putting a 120 or a 110 in that guy. This has just kind of been sitting in the bag after the rebuild, waiting to go. It's got 78 ATC90, new pistons and rings, valves lapped, new seals, and new gaskets all around. So, should be fantastic. Not correct numbers for this bike, but like I care. It's gonna be nice. Now over in the junk pile, I got a few gems here. Got a pretty darn solid muffler. Gonna take a little bit of attention because it's missing a little bit going that direction. But I just picked up a downpipe and a heat shield off of an early US or ATC90. And holy Moses, I don't think I've ever seen a heat shield on a three-wheeler that nice. It's gonna fit the bike perfectly. Gonna love it. Yeah, so that's the progress update on the US90. Should be able to start assembling this guy in the next week or so. We'll see how work treats me, see if I got enough time. But this is gonna be a fun one. Let's see what else I'm working on. And my 1974 XL100, I got a few weeks back and got running. Found some body panels off eBay, had to pay a premium for it, but oh well. This fender here, got this off eBay. This was all basically folded in half at this point. The thing was a V shape. It was a pretty nasty. So did some welding here and there. Got it all back together. Just finishing up some body work now, but should be pretty sharp once I'm done. Same thing with the rear. This thing was in really good shape, but I'm just doing little things here and there to make it super duper smooth. Got a nice tank. Holds gas, not too rusty on the inside. Couple of dinguses here and there, but nothing a little bodywork can't fix. Oh, and you might notice, I'm doing an engine swap on this guy. This is an engine out of a late 80s ATC125M three-wheeler. And the reason I'm doing this is, I guess don't need to talk about it too much, but I got a little bit of a handicap or a painful disability type of thing that kickstarting is not an option for me, especially if I'm out on the trails. If I step wrong, do something wrong, I am not walking for a couple weeks. But not a problem though. We can always fix that problem because there's wheelies out there that still need to be popped. I'm not gonna let a dang Kickstarter stop me. Still have electric start and a pull start. It's gonna be a glorious ride. Can't wait. And one last thing before I take off. I got the stripes and badges on. Beautiful. Stewie, what are you doing? You know why your name's Stewie, right? Let me break it down for you. There's this thing called stew. Shush.